These are instructions for making a paper snowflake. I'm going to start out with a piece of typing paper, which actually is a good weight for a snowflake. However, it is a rectangle, so we're going to have to make a square out of it. I'm going to take one corner and bring it down so that my top edge is even with one side. And this is extra that I'm going to cut off. And if I've lined up these edges really well, it should be a perfect square. Alright, now I've got a large triangle that if I fold in half, I'll make it into a smaller triangle. From here, I have to imagine my paper in thirds because the next step is to divide my paper into thirds. So without creasing, I'm going to kind of bend my paper into an ice cream cone shape so that I can get it approximately into thirds before I crease it. And when I'm satisfied that's about right, then I can do a hard crease. Alright. I want my lines to meet up as much as possible. Now this part at the top here is also extra, so I'm going to cut that off. Now to make a really interesting snowflake design, you don't have to cut any complicated shapes. Just really easy shapes will do. Triangles, semicircles, squares. I'm going to do some triangles, but let's see. I'm going to cut the corners off. See what we get. Now the paper is quite thick because I have so many layers. So sometimes it is difficult to cut. It helps if you use this part of your scissors here to cut instead of using this part right here. All right. Now we could keep going with that, but let's see what we have now. And there's our snowflake. If I want to continue, if I want to add more detail to it, I can fold it back very carefully and continue to cut more shapes out of it. Until I'm satisfied with the design. And when I am, I'll just press it flat, and that's my snowflake.